Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamel.
And we are here at the Delray Beach Public Library.
Yes, probably one of the other fun places in town.
This is one of those places where so many things are happening simultaneously, and somehow people don't realize all the things going on here.
Yes. I can tell you the library really is involved with a lot of different things. There's a lot of different programming that's coming here that's being basically offered to our citizens here in Delray Beach. So if you really don't know about the programming that the library has, you need to go on the website. You need to come in here and check it out.
Podcasting, little take-home kits for all ages, from kids to adults and classes. I mean, I
academic tutoring. They have so many programs. I don't even know if there's any other library that's really activated like our library.
I don't think so.
You know, here in Delray Beach. So
I mean, ours is obviously the best.
Yeah,
but
the best library, baby.
And the team here is great too. Like, you come in, you have any questions, you're greeted with a smile. They're happy to help. They're excited to show you the library, and not to mention, it's gorgeous.
Nah, I totally agree.
Well, you have a big day coming up.
Yes, I do.
What day is that?
I do.
Day.
Oh Lord.
Yay! So
yes.
So we just, on behalf of all of us from Delray Morning Live, we wanted to say happy birthday. Maybe you're hungry and want a breakfast. Maybe afterwards you can have it with your
maybe I'm hungry.
Whiskey and cupcake, the best way to celebrate for your birthday.
These are margarita cupcakes. I smell them.
Oh, that would be really smart.
I smell them, yeah.
That's a really great plan for us. Yeah. So you get to have your chair for your cupcake.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you. This show would not be the same without you.
Well, you know, my birthday.
To your mama for bringing
I know, right? Thank you, mama.
I
love you, mama. I'm a mama.
Yes, you are.
Big time. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
So do you have anything planned for your
really, you know, probably just hang out with family. My son has a football game on Saturday.
Does he?
Yes. So we have the teen summit Saturday morning over at Village Academy, and we'll be there with a lot of the youth. So that'll be a lot of fun. You know, so and then on Friday there's a big event up in Riviera with the wealth building and basketball event that I'll be working at also with Mr. C. Ron Allen as well. Great. So just like you, I'll be working on my birthday.
Always working on our birthdays, guys. No rest for the wicked over here.
Yes.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you kindly.
We have a really exciting show.
Yes.
With wonderful guests.
Some great things going on in Delray. I'm ready to talk about it too.
Let's do it.
Yes.
You want to bring on our first guest?
Yes, so our first guest is Dr. Janet Allen. She's from Delray Orthodontics. So come on in, Dr. Janet Allen. So listen, they didn't tell you as you come in, you have to do a dance as you come in.
He wants to dance today. He's going for the dance.
All right, there you go. Stop it, girl. How you doing?
Hello. So anybody who will dance with us is welcome to come on the show. So everybody needs orthodontics. What made you think this is how I want to spend my life and put my time and effort into?
That's a great question. I started very young as a dental hygienist. And I went to an experimental program that was really advanced, and we were taught a lot of dentistry, but in the real world we couldn't really do it because it wasn't legal. But I knew so much dentistry, and I decided, you know, I was a hygienist for 5 years, and I said, I'm going to go back and go to dental school, and so I did that. And then while in dental school, I said, you know, the most fun part of dentistry that I've learned so far is orthodontics. It's a happy field. It's not, there are no needles.
You're not pulling things
No, we're just moving teeth, and we make people's smiles beautiful, and so they're very thankful for that.
That's such a unique way of looking at it,
right?
You know, because you're helping people look and feel better about themselves.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's sort of, you know, with a real artistic flair. So, you know, we can move teeth in certain ways to accommodate the desires of the patient, you know, and I always say to them, let me take charge of it initially, and then if you want to see something that is a little bit different than what I've provided for you, then we'll talk about it. As long as it's healthy for you, then we can make changes.
Where is your office located?
So I have 2 offices.
Okay.
My office in Delray, which is the new one, and we've been here for about 6 months now, so it's a real newbie, is right here in Delray Beach, right off of Atlantic Avenue on 1st.
Oh, okay.
Avenue.
You're right there.
Right off of Atlantic. And my other practice is in New York. It's in Manhattan.
Okay.
And so I've had that for many years, but I'll just give you a little history. I started my very first practice down here. My very first orthodontic practice down here about 30 years ago. I know I don't look that old.
No, you don't. You look fabulous. It must be that beautiful smile. Keeps you looking young.
Yes.
I know this one question out there in the world for a lot of people. So really what's coming to the market is the over-the-counter, like teeth whitenings and all of these different things. So you hear both sides of it, like you shouldn't do this, it eats away at your enamel. What is your take on it? What's your professional
on
advice
bleaching?
Yes.
I think that as long as you do a professional bleaching in an office, because we can control it. First of all, you want to make sure you're of a certain age. For instance, I wouldn't allow a 13-year-old to do bleaching on their teeth because the little tubules in the tooth are still forming and you don't want to do any damage. So you want to wait, but there are certain products that are super safe and really make pretty drastic improvements for people.
Yeah, because I've seen people doing bleaching. I've seen the guy that
I was with those white strips.
No, he took a couple Clorox.
No, he did not.
I'm just playing.
I was like, what? I was like, you need to write on that man's post and tell him, please don't, sir. I don't know about that. He's going to have no teeth left and he's going to also probably die.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
So for people who are wondering, do they need to get braces? Are their teeth fixable? What is the process? What would you advise people before they come into your office the first time?
Well, first of all, if you notice something that, number one, is upsetting, for instance, if teeth are flared forward and that's bothersome, or if you have excessive spacing or excessive crowding, then it's definitely a good idea to come and be evaluated. You know, we can really fix most any kind of malocclusion, bad bite. And so, you know, I welcome people to come in and talk to me, and I'm going to be very frank and honest about what I think I can do for you, and, you know, help achieve the goals that you have and that are going to be functionally sound for you.
Do you have a website?
We do.
Okay. So you just give our viewers your website so they can go to it and look at any other programs or
DelrayOrtho.com. DelrayOrtho.com.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Yeah,
How about that?
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
And is there a certain age that you start at, or do you take all ages?
I take all ages.
Wow.
And, you know, honestly, I have patients who are 6 years old, and I have patients who are in their mid-80s.
Wow.
Actually, I have an 87-year-old patient right now. So that's in my New York office because I do both.
So you go back and forth?
I go back and forth every
Okay.
week. So I have a presence in both offices every week, a couple days.
And then when you're not here, are there other dentists in your office, or do you shut down?
No, so I have a partner.
Great.
Dr. Kevin McCaffrey, he has another practice in West Palm. And so the two of us, we don't work on the same days because we want to be able to give patients the opportunity to have a doctor in the office most of the time.
Great.
So, but our staff's always there, so if anybody wants to call and schedule, they're always there.
Absolutely. And is there anything else that you want to make sure people know about you or your practice?
Just, you know, that I started down here, I went back to New York, that's where I did my residency. I've worked there ever since. I started my own practice there.
That's a big deal.
It's a
especially
big
in
deal.
New York.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
It is a big deal. But, you know, I'm not afraid of risks, and I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
Except snakes.
So don't bring your snake when you come to get your teeth looked at, guys. Leave the snake alone.
No, but just that, you know, I've always wanted to come back to Delray Beach and practice here. And our practice is mostly Invisalign.
Okay.
We do braces also, but you know, if I could talk and talk and talk, I would give you the reasons for that. Maybe another time. But You know, it's been going super well. I'm very excited to be back here. I love this area. There's no better place than Delray Beach, in my opinion.
We agree.
In my strong opinion.
We very much agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
It's
You're
so
so
nice having you
welcome.
on, and
Thank
we look
you.
forward to seeing you at your practice.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Have a
To
great
both
day.
of you. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you. You
Good to see
too.
you
Nice to
both.
Don't
see
step on that
you.
snake when you leave.
Stop. He's bad.
wanting me to dance?
He's in rare form today. He's like, it's my birthday week, so I'm gonna make everybody do everything I want today. You know, I would you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
You know, it's really great. So my son just got braces probably like 6 months ago. But before that, when he would take pictures, he never liked to smile.
Aww.
And now he's
Nice
cheating all the time.
compliment. He's like, look at me, look at me.
So in all 52.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I never had braces. I was just talking to her before the show, but my daughter needs them. Her dentist, Marcy Young, said. So we were like, oh, I was like, I don't know what to do. So it's nice to know that there's people here who you could come in and they can guide you through the process. So even someone confused like me knows what to do.
I totally agree.
Well, this is one of my favorite months of the year. I love October, and one of the main reasons is the witch ride.
I know. I mean, and I like really even just this event, just watching it from when it first started
Yep.
to now, just seeing how it has grown. So
Every
big.
year it's growing.
It's growing big.
And it is so magical to watch the witches take flight down around our town. And it's every year they do something new, something exciting, and it's just a great time. And we're raising money for the achievement centers.
Yes, yes. So you know what? As you cackle or introduce our next guest,
I cackle all the time when I laugh, so
Yes.
it's just natural for me. But we are going to welcome Andy DeVoe, Alpha Witch, the creator of this incredible event. We are so grateful for it. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. So fun fact is every year, I wait to see if they ask me if I can be a judge again of the costumes, and every year I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't ask me. This is the year they don't invite me back. Did I do something bad last year? And then I get the email. And I'm like, yay! Because it is so much fun to see the creativity, the excitement with all of the ladies involved in this organization.
Absolutely, and it wouldn't be the same without you. You really
you're so
embody the
sweet.
spirit and the creativity of what this is about. It's creative, it's fun, it's really spirited, but it also gives back to Delray Beach, and that is, I think, dear to all our hearts.
Absolutely. So how did this start? What was, for people who don't know the witch ride or don't know how it started, do you want to give a little backstory?
So this was 12 years ago. A friend of mine had moved here from South Walton on the west coast of Florida, and she was doing the witch ride over there. That is kind of where it started. And she was my yoga teacher, and one day in class she said, so we're thinking about doing this thing where we put on capes and get on our bikes and dun 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 dun, and I'm like, sign me up, I'm so there. And then she moved, and when she moved I was the most Halloween obsessed, so they passed the broomstick to me.
Rightfully so. They picked correctly.
But it grew from 11 riders then to now 400. We're going
We
to
have
have this.
400. Oh, cheers,
Yes.
400.
Absolutely magical.
400 cackling
witches.
ladies having a great time and raising a lot of money. How much did we raise last year for this one day? And it's only a few hours. So to raise the
Yeah.
money that we raised within that few hours is a big deal.
We raised over $28,000 for the Achievement Center last year. It was
Money, money, money,
absolutely
That's right.
magical.
And that does so much good for the kids and the families that the Achievement Centers serve and just the community as a whole.
Absolutely.
So listen, for all you guys that's new to Delray, and you may be out walking your dog.
Don't be scared.
The first time I heard about it,
Call you out, but
I was actually downtown working at that time a couple years ago, and I heard a cackling in there. I was like, "What's going on? Like, what type of sorcery?" You know?
he was scared.
Yeah, I was
He got
scared a little
scared.
bit. Yeah.
But it's so much fun. And so for people who want to come out and watch, because the route has changed a little bit this year, do you want to tell people where they should stand, where you want them to? Because we want to also make sure all the witches are safe.
Yes.
Because they're riding their bikes, they're going fast because you're riding down the street. So you want to make sure you stay out of the way. You can take your pictures. Just please don't jump in the street trying to take pictures of people. I saw last year we're like yelling at people to get out of the street because the girls were coming by and they're trying to take a picture. And we're like, can you do that on the sidewalk, please? So don't get in the street, but where should they stand so they can watch the festivities?
So we take off from Anchor Park this year.
Okay.
The city of Delray Beach has given us exclusive seaside flight pattern, so it's so exciting.
It's so exciting.
We're going to be taking off and going from Casuarina up to George Bush and back to Anchor Park. That's where we'll have all our shenanigans and contests after the ride. We award for best decorated bike, best dressed witch, best group, and best witch cackle. That's
the best.
You want to be there to catch the cackle contest because it is so
incredible.
funny. Yeah,
like
it's
these
awesome.
ladies practice. I swear they practice from like the second that it ends until the next year because the cackles that they do are so creative and cool. Like you think it's just somebody cackling. No, it's an art. It is an art form.
Absolutely an art form. I'm more of a shrieker. I'm not really good at cackling, so I'm a shrieker.
That's a different event, Janelle. That's a different event. That's not the witch ride. There's none of that. Please don't do that at our ride.
Yes.
No.
And I would say anywhere along A1A, Atlantic, there's a big intersection there where you can see us kind of fly through there. The pavilion would be a great place to watch. And then again at Anchor Park afterwards to really catch those. The creativity of it. I mean, it's something you just kind of have to stand back and just take in because it's 400 amazing, creative women that just have a ball.
So how do I register if I want to be a part of it?
We've actually sold out
Well,
of the ride.
register.
You can't register. You can come and watch. And this will be motivation next year for all of you who aren't able to ride. Get in early. When do you open registration for the people who are like, I've missed it 5 years in a row because they're waiting until the last day?
Yes, we open up registration for the ride around the end of October. We also have a Witch's Brew happy hour event at Tim Finnegan's the week before. It's Friday the 20th. And we sell tables for that. There's a table decorating contest. That sold out as well.
Wow.
We have witchy trivia at Tim Finnegan's tonight at 7:30, and that's open. Anyone can come. That is really fun and really hard to win. And then also our beta witch, Trisha McFadden,
amazing.
She has a witchy walk, and this is our second annual at the Sandaway Garden. And she's going to be highlighting the magic of butterflies in the garden. She's got some special things planned, so that is open to anyone to come out. That's at 11 a.m. on this Saturday, the 14th. So there's other opportunities, but the ride usually sells out before October 1st. So.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like really, people get so excited, and every year, I mean, I can't even describe the energy when you're there in the morning and everyone's getting ready, and it's early. So for this many people to be up on a Saturday excited is really saying something, especially in this town with all the fun bars and things that we have going on that they're doing the night before. But make sure you come out, check out and support the witches. Come and cheer them on as they ride down A1A. I mean, what a beautiful place to ride.
Yes.
And really support the achievement centers.
Yes, it's the most magical day in Delray Beach, if you ask me.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to make sure people know?
Just keep an eye on Facebook, social media, and if you can come out to see it, it's really something to see, and you get swept up in the energy of it. It's for an incredible cause. We get to see what we do with our efforts go directly back into this community, and that's so important to every single witch, all 400 of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
We will
wonderful.
see you
Good to
out
see
there.
you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
You do the cackle one
Andy.
time?
Oh my gosh. It's your birthday, so okay.
Yes, she's good.
Thank you.
Amazing. That's a good birthday gift. You had Alpha Witch cackle for your birthday. That means you rate, sir. You rate. Well, I love that event. And as two board members at the Achievement Centers, obviously we appreciate all of the hard work that the team at the Achievement Centers and all of the witches put together to make sure that it's a success for all the kids.
No, I totally agree. Now we can also talk about another
one of my favorite days. This is why I love this month.
Yes.
This is one of those events that every year, same thing, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for it to come. Yes. So we're talking about Delray reads.
Yes.
And it's another powerful day where you get to see so many community members come together to read with our kids.
To read with, and that's every elementary school.
Every elementary school.
In the city of Delray Beach. I don't think any other city is really doing this. If they are, we haven't heard about it and we don't care because it's happening right here in Delray Beach.
If they are, it's still, we did it better.
But if you haven't heard about it, we're going to bring on 2 individuals
Yes.
that's going to give us more information about Delray Reads and how you can get involved and how the whole thing evolved and everything. So,
Absolutely.
We'll bring on Mr. C-Run Allen and also Ms. Janai Bowen. Let's go.
Who is the education coordinator for the city of Delray
Yes,
Beach.
yes.
And C-Ron is the Delray Chamber Education. I'm going to give it I'm like, what title are we using for C-Ron today? We always have to have the notes because he does so many things.
He has a scrolling title.
Yeah, he does. There's all the papers are just his titles of different projects he's worked on. Well, we are so excited to have you both on.
Great to be here.
Such an incredible event, such a powerful event for not only the kids, but the adults who we get to read and feel that energy of the kids and the excitement and anticipation. There's nothing like it.
No, I totally agree. And even with your role with the city, a lot of people don't, because a lot of cities don't have an education coordinator.
Yes.
So if you can briefly just talk about your role and what purpose does it serve here for the city of Delray Beach?
Absolutely. So I'm new to the role. And I'm very excited, thank you, to be here. So my role as the Education and Workforce Coordinator is to be a liaison from the city and the schools that we support in the district. And so what I do is I connect with the school leaders and I connect them with opportunities, with funding, with initiatives. And I'm just the go-to person from the city in order to make sure that things happen for our students in Delray Beach.
That's powerful.
Yes.
Because like you said, I think that's something that's so necessary to have those conversations and have somebody who can facilitate and kind of listen to both sides.
Yes.
So in your time here, what has been your favorite part of your job so far?
Oh my gosh.
I know it's a loaded question,
yes,
but
I've had so many wonderful experiences. I think that my favorite things were the school visits. So when I first joined the city of Delray Beach, I made it a point to visit our schools and visit our school leaders. And they were so gracious and so kind to show me around, get me acclimated to the city of Delray, all of the wonderful things that are happening in our schools, all of the programs. And it's just been an amazing experience to connect with the students and the teachers and the school leaders on that level. So I've had such an amazing time. Delray Beach is such a unique and wonderful city. And I think everyone has, really opened, have open arms for me. And so anything that I need, anything that I ask, any educational efforts, everyone is always willing to help. And so that has been my greatest achievement thus far.
I mean, that's really, really good to hear because I think that's what we all feel and try to do every day in this town. There's so many of us constantly trying to make that the conversation that we are here, we do care. There's a lot of us who will jump in and help. We just need to ask.
Yes,
And talking
absolutely.
about people that's welcoming and big arms, and being able to help guide you. I mean, you sit right next
He's
to
our
the
unofficial mayor of Delray Beach right here.
Delray Reads and Sarah, you've been here in Delray for years. I was actually a member of his
So
mentoring program
amazing.
when I was in middle school and elementary school. It's like he's in his 40s.
He looks like it. He looks like it.
Talk to us about Delray Reads. How did this really come about, and what's the purpose?
Certainly. Before we talk about, you mentioned party. Did I miss something? What about what's
We
up
got
with
a birthday for somebody here, so afterwards we're gonna have some cupcakes.
Not till Friday.
That's right. But it is Wednesday, so we figured, do we do it before or after his birthday? So we said it's birthday week. He gets the week, so we're gonna give him the week.
Turn up.
So it starts today, and now it
Anyway,
goes into.
back to ever since 2012, organizers, as you mentioned, Delray Reads, have been picking books, and usually a book that's geared towards third grade reading level, and one that can be easily adapted to a story hour for the kids in all 4, or now 6 of our Title I schools in the city. So folks, Delray Reads, this initiative called Delray Reads Day is part of a broader campaign for grade level reading, which started several years ago, many years ago in this city. And it was aimed at improving the reading level for third graders, which was, I think the goal was to have it 50% by the year 2020. And today we have with us our education coordinator, right?
Yep.
And why don't you, since you're the guru on this, why don't you tell us how many readers are we expecting that day, and what are they going to be doing?
Perfect. So we have 108 readers, volunteer readers, yes, that will go to all 6 of our Delray Beach public schools. They will be reading to grades K through 3, so all of our kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders will have an opportunity to sit and, have the volunteer readers read to them and engage with them. And they will be reading, I have the book here, with lots of love, yes, by Jenny Torres Sanchez, and I love this book because it really communicates a theme that is very pertinent today. And so it's about a young lady who transitions from her home country to the United States, yet she still holds true to her family, her tradition, and her love for her family. So I know that this will be an amazing read. Our readers will enjoy it, and our school staff members and our students will also enjoy this book, and I'm very excited about it.
You mentioned the schools. What will the morning look like? Will folks be meeting at a central location? Will they be going to the schools?
Yes. So all of our readers will be going to their schools. The day will start at 8:30 a.m. Complimentary of our wonderful sponsors. They will have breakfast on hand, yes, for the volunteer readers, for the school leaders and the staff members.
Breakfast, Jamel.
Yes.
I mean, food, you can't. How could I register? So if I wanted to register to be a reader, what is it that I need to do?
Great question. So you can register at www.delrayreads.org.
That's www.delrayreads.org.
Are there still spaces available?
There are still
up pretty
spaces.
quick.
It does. And so there are very little because lots of people look forward to this day, but there are still some opportunities. So I encourage everyone that's viewing, please visit our website, click on register, and let's see where we can go.
I heard you have some breaking news for us too.
Ooh.
I do.
Newsman, he wants that breaking news right here.
Yes, so the breaking news is that the City of Delray Beach is donating a copy of this book to all of our first grade readers.
Thank you. That's beautiful. That's a really big deal. That's right. Delray Morning Live gets it first here, guys. I mean, that is such a beautiful thing for the city to do. And it's great because then they get to go home and share this with their families or loved ones or caretakers. And that way, it's spreading the reading with even more people outside of the program. Absolutely. And I have to say, every year, the books that you guys select are spectacular. Because when we're reading, I'm like, oh, I want to know what's happening next. I want to know. And the kids get so excited.
Well, speaking of getting excited, the teachers, educators, and the kids, they are just they're looking forward to, they anticipate this. And we have a clip we want to share with you from one of our principals and her student.
Awesome.
It's so awesome to have the community come into our school and champion for our kids and rally behind literacy inside of our school. Like most schools, literacy is always a huge initiative and a really heavy load and lift for many of us. Each year, the Delray Reads organization comes in, they assign the volunteers to each of our classrooms. Last year, we had such a wonderful turnout here where the volunteers were able to come in, select a story, read to our students. Our students even received a book. It takes our students places that they could never imagine. It allows them to wonder and dream, and allows them to be able to read for information, but it also allows them to be creative and have a sense of imagination.
You learn new things every time you read a new book, and reading is in life everywhere, and if you don't learn how to read, you can't read in life. Every time they come in with a new book and I learn like different things about different places around the whole world.
I think what's beautiful about having the community come into the schools is that each person brings in something very unique to the table and into the classroom. And I think that in and of itself is invaluable and something that students should have always.
The more you read, the better you'll get.
It's important that we add that Delray Reads will overlap with the National Read for the Record campaign this year, and that campaign started about 18 years ago and also aims at improving literacy, although it emphasizing early language skills. I'm hearing in my ear that we do have some more breaking news. Delray, why don't you tell us about breaking news?
That was good. good, Sierra. We have things in our ears, Sierra. You gotta get us that. Kenny, we need those things.
So the last piece of breaking news is that our wonderful Madam Mayor, Shelley Petrolia, will be reading at 3:30 at the Achievement Center. So it is an event that you don't want to miss, and therefore we will be having the recording live on our city's website so that all the students and kids in Delray Beach will It will be live.
Open to the public?
No, not open to the public.
But the media can be there.
Yes, the media can be there.
Come, but don't try to swarm to come and see her read. You can see it online from the comfort of your home.
Yes.
But that is so great.
You know, the one thing I have to say is, being that the city has invested so much in third grade reading, a lot of people don't know that we received the All-America City Award because of the gains that our kids made and the investment that the city was making into reading. So a lot of people don't know, like, how does Delray become an All-America City? Well, it's because of our third grade reading campaign and the third grade reading initiatives put on with a lot of people here in the community. You know, Janet Meeks, Joe Gill.
That's a story for another day. You're right about that. That is a story of itself.
That is.
Yes.
That is.
And one thing I can say, third grade reading level, I sat in on a meeting before, and I recognize that depending on, let's say, when people are looking to invest into prisons, you know what they look at to see how many prisons that they need in the U.S.? To see how many kids pass the third grade reading level exam, how many kids reading on level by third grade. So that's
an indicator.
That's an indicator later on. So it's third grade and 10th grade are those 2 points.
Yes.
Does anybody know why it's third grade? I'm just wondering. Is it because it's the middle of elementary school, or what is it? Does anybody know the statistic as to why it's third grade?
I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
That's a story for another day.
We're going to find that out for another day, because I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, Janet Meeks will call in and she'll let us know.
Janet. Call in, Janet. She knows what's happening.
Yes, but is there anything else that you guys want to share about Delray Reads, or anything else that's going on with your role in your position?
Sure, yeah, so we're just looking forward to Delray Reads. This is my first year, as I've stated previously, with this initiative, and I'm very excited to see how it rolls out. I'm here to support, and please, please, please register to be a volunteer reader.
And register at delrayreads.org.
It's so rewarding. If it takes just a couple hours out of your day, but that feeling sticks with you until the next year when you sign up and do it again.
Yes.
Well, thank you both for all that you're doing, and everybody out there who is participating in this event. It makes such a big difference to these kids.
Totally agree. And now, at the end of the day, so I love saying this at the end, I love you. Have a Delray day. Peace out. Cut. Cha, cha, cha. Happy birthday to you, Jamel. Appreciate you.
Get your cupcakes. Birthday.
I invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, because here we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com.